Let's meet today's starting lineups for the visiting Dolphins. And with a record of 2-0-1 on the year, members of the Skyline Conference. Starting in goalie, freshman from Oregon City, Oregon, number 0, Cora Lynn McCullough. A sophomore back from Cornwall, New York, number 2, Lauren Patolis. A freshman midfielder from Woonsocket, New York, number 5, Hannah Eschman. Tiffany the Paiva. A junior back from Colonia, New Jersey, number 5, Genesis Torres. New Jersey Athletic Conference Rookie of the Week, number 6, Harami Diop. A junior midfielder from Passaic, New Jersey, number 8, Crystal Topoli. A freshman midfielder from New Brunswick, New Jersey, number 9, Lynn Dominguez. A senior midfielder from North Bergen, New Jersey, number 10, Mayensi Vargas. A sophomore midfielder from Fairview, New Jersey, number 11, Jetsi Lopez. A junior back from North Bergen, New Jersey. She is the New Jersey Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Week, number 13, Araceli Carranza. And a senior back from East Newark, New Jersey, number 15, Chelsea Uribe. Head coach of the Catholic Knights in his 4th season is Anthony Tuesta. Assistant coaches are Gio Hurtado, Dennis Uloa, Daniela Betancourt, Annabelle Alejandro, and Lexi Miscavige. And your Catholic Knight captains, Tiffany the Paiva, Araceli Carranza, and Mayansi Vargas. At this time, we ask you to please rise and join both schools as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Now it's time for some Catholic Knight soccer.
And good afternoon from Robert L. McNulty Memorial Soccer Field. Non-conference action for the Gothic Knights here on Gothic Vision. Women's soccer just about a week off after pounding Medgar Evers, coming here to take on an upstart in the Skyline Conference. The 10th meeting between the Gothic Knights of NJCU and the College of Mount St. Vincent. Last matchup was in 2015, and NJCU has won 3 straight since, 8-1 all-time against College of Mount St. Vincent, who comes in off a dominant performance against Lehman, won 3-0, outshot them 26-8, 2-0-1. Last year made their 6th straight Skyline playoffs appearance, and their head coach, Katie Gebhardt, since 2017 has really gotten this program going. And, of course, they look to bounce back after a 5-10-1 overall record for our Gothic Knights. This is a team, a lot of youth, lost 6 seniors from a year ago, but some big-time mentions. Let's get right into it. Awards this week as Arame Diop, the NJAC Rookie of the Week, had 2 goals in that win against Medgar Evers. 6 different goal scorers for NJCU in that matchup, 4 of which had 2-goal games. Roseli Carranza, 2 goals, 2 assists, 6 points in that game. She was named Defensive Player of the Week in the NJAC. And, of course, we could have mentioned it as the lead should have been 4 points away. Mayenzi Vargas is from reaching 100 points, came in this year, and now is tied 3rd with Katie Feehan, hopefully looking to get to 100 career points. What a career for her, the senior from North Bergen. 44 career goals in 47 career games. So just a little update. We were supposed to start our kickoff at 3, but traffic, as we are used to here in the metropolitan area, backed us back an hour, so we're ready for our kickoff. As Angelo Romano is my producer and director, on play-by-play man John Kelly Jr., Gothic Knights Soccer, here on Gothic Vision. So there's Hannah Eschman. Will go there, one of the players on the kickoff. She opened the scoring for College of Mount St. Vincent in that win against Lehman. Scored in the 4th minute. And for the Gothic Knights, same thing, able to get early goals, as Arame Diop scored early in the 4th minute of their win, 13-0 against Medgar Evers. Both of these teams, the middle of the pack, a lot of talent on them in both of their conferences. And we are off here from Robert L. McNulty Memorial Soccer Field. So, of course, it starts offensively with Christina Britton for the College of Mount St. Vincent, their leader with 2 goals. And now the Gothic Knights break on out. Here's Jetsi Lopez in the attacking third. Manzi Vargas fires one to the middle, kicked out. Leggett played that off a foot of an NJCU player, and goal kick will be signaled. Starting goaltender for College of Mount St. Vincent is Coraline McCullough. 2-0-1 record for her. 19 saves. Had a season-high 11 against Western Connecticut. That was in a tie game. And she will let it fly. As Laura Ford trying to break through. Team leader with 12 shots. Here is the Defensive Player of the Week in the conference, Carranza. Working on Eschman. Eschman gets by her. Now Hannah working away. Trying to go towards the middle. Nice breakup. And that one worked out to the right wing side. And settled down. Maduhano going out wide. As an attack here mounted by the College of Mount St. Vincent. In the 2nd minute, early goals for both of these teams. They both scored in the 4th minute in their both last wins. Here's one of them that did it. Diop, the Rookie of the Week, but that one kicked away from her by McCullough. Played into the middle. Julia Leggett appeared in 16 games last year. 30 career games. 2 shots against CCNY. As that one played back to Lee Sam, and she kicks one away. 3 saves, 6 goals against in her last start against St. Joe's Long Island, as Eschman is offside, and a free kick now for the Gothic Knights. So Vargas set that one up. Mianzi, 2 goals, 4 points against St. Joe's Long Island. And you know what? Came off the bench as a sub in the 14th minute to do that. Didn't actually start, didn't play the last game. Her second straight honor coming into this season as the 2018 NJAC first team honoree. As the College of Mount St. Vincent trying to mount the attack. And worked there by Lopez. Had a goal as well last game, one of those 6 different goal scorers. And now here come the Gothic Knights into the penalty box area. Shot, and that one saved. And we have a whistle beforehand, so we get the shot whistled off. And they will give us our first corner here for the Gothic Knights. Had 4 of the 5 corners in that 13-0 win against Medgar Evers. In the 8th minute, set up now for Vargas. That one headed loose, and that will be kicked away by College of Mount St. Vincent. A little dangerous there in that box as the Dolphins trying to start on their attack.
That's why I put him up. I thought he had a chance. That's why I nominated him.
Ford works it wide. Here's Dioff, a talented freshman. Dioff on the run. Can she fire? Works off, and that one knocked away at the end and then cleared wide by the College of Mount St. Vincent. They try to mount some attack. There's Perdomo, one of their goal scorers from the previous game. That one kicked too far for Vargas. Would have been offside and comes to the foot of McCullough, and she'll try to send away. Played 110 minutes, a season high in that tie game against Western Connecticut. This College of Mount St. Vincent squad trying to play with the likes of head coach Roche's Farmingdale State squad in Skyline play. Gothic Knights trying to get to 500 here today. As Lopez, nice job into the 18, now inside of it, running ball, and that one's scooped up. And expect Dioff to continue to be looked to. 2 goals for her last game against Medgar Evers. She really connects with the play very well. Could be probably one of the key impact players on this team. Coach Tuesta was very happy with what he had saw. Young squad mixed with some experience. And, of course, Dioff fires, and that one just gets wide. As Coraline McCullough with a huge save. And we'll have our second corner, all 2 by NJCU. As Dioff not only strong, but has an ability to change direction so well, as we've already seen. And now Vargas leaves it in the attacking third. Gets it back. 4 points away from 100. Fires right-footed and wide. So it will be a goal kick for the College of Mount St. Vincent. Had to cross the 6th minute, so both teams with early goals in their previous games wait a little longer. So far, the attack been dictated by the Gothic Knights. A lot more depth, a lot more diversity this year, and they could really change a lot of the formations on the fly, something Coach Tuesta had told Jim Turvey, one of our assistant SIDs here in his preview. It's not just Vargas this year. So many other players can happen, as that one by Lopez kicked off a Leggett. So throw-in now coming for Dominguez. 4 shots for the New Brunswick product. Solid throw-in. Vargas, Madeline Maduhanu. Numerous players on this College of Mount St. Vincent squad, also lacrosse players. They can run, as Dominguez for the throw-in. 7th minute, balloons one. And that one headed over the goal line. That touch a College of Mount St. Vincent player. It did. 3rd corner upcoming for the Gothic Knights. Vargas, Dioff, Dominguez with all three shots. Vargas works it out to Lopez in the attacking third. Mayenzi, nice move by one, trying to cross. Can't do it. Put it over the goal line, and a goal kick upcoming for the College of Mount St. Vincent. Very solid in the first half. Outscored their opponents 5-0. And got off to a good start last year. Outscored them 26-15. Of course, 8 goals scored for them, 2 of them on penalty kicks. So for Gothic Knights, again, when it comes to opportunities, those special teams areas do not want to give this team any penalty kicks. As that one's sent away. Dioff, nice running, and that one cleared away. So clearly McCullough already knows that Dioff will give some trouble as Eschman offside. Offside flag is up, and a free kick for the Gothic Knights. Angelo Romano is my producer and director on play-by-play man John Kelly Jr. Of course, Mr. Romano, a part of that men's soccer team that will be in action here Saturday against Medgar Evers. Then face the College of Mount St. Vincent men's squad, Derek Cordova in that squad. Trying to find some scoring with Julius Tucamunde no longer around. That will be next week, but Saturday we'll have that game against Medgar Evers. Joe Burgos with a hat trick this week.
He was just named National Player of the Week.
And named National Player of the Week.
Just found out moments ago.
And Ira Thor SID passing that in through my headset that he had been named that just recently. Nice move by Lopez, trying to get something created. Good job by the Dolphins to work that one away as Eschman trying to pump it out wide. Can we see some attack from the College of Mount St. Vincent? As Carranza put that off her noggin, Lopez settled it down. Carranza back to it. Trying to fire long for Dominguez. Maduhano shanked that one to the middle. It's been all NJCU here, kind of dictating the tempo so far. Is about to approach the 10th minute. Eschman again offside. And she's frustrated, but of course trying to work the timing with her fellow mates. Was waiting for that pass, wait a little longer before she gets behind that back line and the ball receives. So a free kick for NJCU. Is played out wide for Lopez. Into the attacking third. Good job by Leggett to kick it away. Julia started all 3 games this year for the College of Mount St. Vincent. 3 career goals. Her first was against Sarah Lawrence as Dominguez fires in. And that one into the hands of Coralyn McCullough. And she'll take some time off, evaluate. Dolphins trying to get something going offensively as NJCU has dictated the tempo of this one so far. That one handled by Uribe. Looks to Carranza. And that one off of a Dolphin. So throw in for NJCU. Carranza, Defensive Player of the Week. 6 points, 2 goals, 2 assists in that thrashing of Medgar Evers as Leggett kicks it out. Quick throw in coming from Dominguez. Going long here for Vargas. Vargas fires. Score! Mayenzi is just now 2 points away from 100 points as she opens our scoring here for NJCU.
Vargas, her 3rd of the year.
So Vargas now with 3 goals and now leads the team in that category. Her 45th career goal in 48 games. And now is just 2 points away from 100 career points as she buries that goal in the 11th minute. Of course, came in the 14th minute as a sub and buried 2 goals a couple of games ago. So Lynn Dominguez picks up her first point of the year, an assist, and now has it out wide. How about a 3-point afternoon? Fires! And that one weakly comes over to McCullough, and she'll send it away. So Vargas' 45th career goal. 43rd career goal. That one checked back. Third in NJCU history in career goals. She was tops on the team with 13 goals last year. Third in the NJAC, just 1 goal in 8 NJAC games. And, of course, when talking with head coach Tuesta, he said, that's just something that's going to be different with our youth, our ability. If we could take some pressure off Vargas, it could help us get a win in the NJAC. Of course, all roads go through TCNJ, the conference preseason favorite. And now Leggett looking to get something going for the Dolphins. Trying to go wide for Eshman, said she went to the middle and sent away by the Gothic Knights. Mayenzi Vargas getting her 3rd goal of the year, team-leading 3rd goal in the 11th minute. So that is our opening goal here on NJCU Gothic Vision. Thank you for tuning in. As a good job by Mandahano to keep that alive in the attacking third. Cross is over. No one home. And Lopez sends that off a foot of a Dolphin, so throw in now for NJCU. So now the Gothic Knights are outscoring their opponents 11-7 in the first half, getting off to good starts. And that one put off the leg of Eshman and out. Of course, she's listed on the roster, but Amy Cohen, when we were preparing, at least for the Dolphins, who was second last year with 7 goals, has not played this year. However, they've still been very productive as this was a team returning several all-Skyline members, including in the middle and the back end, Madison Schultz and Grace Berry. Schultz, of course, second team all-conference in D. As D off. That one just a little too far. Loving the way she runs so far. Heck of an athlete, and the passing ability from the middle of NJCU. Those goal balls are open. And that one kicked out on the near side, and a throw in now for Carranza. Career goals to join the FBI, be part of the behavioral analysis unit. She's a sociology, social behavior major. As Dominguez fires to Dioff with space. Arame goes to the top of the 18 to her left. Gets it out wide. Smart play. NJCU looking for 2. That one crossed in. Dioff cannot get it. And that one scooped up by McCullough. And she'll send away for the Dolphins of the College of Mount St. Vincent. Britton, Schultz, Grace Berry, fantastic freshmen. All were all Skyline members. For head coach Katie Gebhardt. As her team this year trying to take a step ahead. Surprised in 2017 in her first season. As Laura Ford takes away wide. Trying to get something going. Going up now for Vargas too far. Dominguez, who had an assist on that Vargas goal. Leaves it back. Stolen. Dolphins, nice move. Nice footwork by Casey Brown. Brown got her goal on a penalty kick last game. Tries to go to Eshman, but that one read nicely by Cindy Lee Sam. And she will now fire away. Lee Sam had 2 double-digit save efforts, both against the conference. 12 against Ramapo and then 13 against Rowan. Nice ball. Dioff trying to get to it. Good job on the back end by the Dolphins. Lopez tries to go back to Dioff. There's Carranza. Leggett trying to knock that one away. Dioff. Lopez trying to go for Vargas. That one took a funky bounce. Held by Laura Ford. Top of the 18 to the left foot. That one hit the post. And it looked like Dominguez knocked down in the penalty box. We'll see if we have a penalty kick for NJCU.
Stop the clock. Stop the clock.
This is the only time in soccer you will see a clock stop. So Vargas with 2 shots. Of course, Dominguez was taken down. And I think we would have a penalty kick based on where the ref is standing.
Taking the penalty kick.
So this will be the first penalty kick attempt of the season for NJCU. And how about this here? Could this be .100 for Mayenzi Vargas? There it is in the left pocket. And history has been made as Mayenzi Vargas with her 100th career point and her second goal today.
Score! Vargas on a PK in the 16th minute.
So her goals in the 11th and 16th minute. Congratulations to Mayenzi Vargas, who gets her 100th career point as she gets this one on a penalty kick. And the lead now 2-0 Gothic Knights.
29-13 remaining.
So 29-13 remaining. Vargas with 2 goals and doing the move up, our 11th career 2-goal game. And if this were able to hold, able to get her 10th career game-winning goal, all up there in the top 3 in the categories. As that one fired in, Dolphins got to go now. So Vargas, 100 career points. 4 goals on the year, leads this squad, and the Gothic Knights trying not to stop. Lopez. Now work to the near side for Dominguez. She helped draw that penalty kick before, trying to go by Leggett. Leggett says no. Throw in here to NJCU. Dioff in the attacking third. The rookie of the week in the conference. Dominguez trying to cross. Nice read by the Dolphins. And they'll be able to clear to the middle. Paiva settles that down. The biology major then lost control. Eschman battling with her. As Eschman in the top of the 18, back to the middle. Perdomo fires. That one blocked by Carranza. Eschman in the attacking third. Back out to the middle. Some struggles there holding that pass by Laskowski. Had 3 points last year. And NJCU now starting on a counterattack. Vargas.
We could always add those in at halftime.
For Dabale. Now out to Lopez. That one over the head of Dioff. 27-27 to go. As the Dolphins allowed 2 goals by Mayenzi Vargas. She gets her 100th career point. Scored in the 11th minute and then a penalty kick goal in the 14th. And that is where we stand here on NJCU Gothic Vision as Carranza sends that one out. Last year was tied 5th in the NJAC in points. Came in team leader with 6 points. Of course, Vargas going to jump over that as she has 8 points. Team leader and gets her 100th career as we'll have a player down. We'll step aside. Gothic Knights dominating this first half. They lead 2-0 here on NJCU Gothic Vision. So out of the timeout, we're back to play as big story here. Mayenzi Vargas gets her 100th career point. She has both of the goals if you just tuned in. Scored in the 11th minute. Her second goal in the 14th on a penalty kick. So the first penalty kick goal of the season for Coach Tuesta's Gothic Knights. And they lead here 2-0. Now outscoring their opponents 12-7 in the first half. Had 9 first half goals in that win against Medgar Evers. And really, that was the question today against a very talented 2-0-1 College of Mount St. Vincent Dolphins team was, would there be any rust almost a week off after thrashing Medgar Evers. And that one played off of a Dolphin. And it touched Vargas, so a throw-in now for the Dolphins, trying to get something late. Dolphins, a dominant first-half team, as these are the first 2 goals they've allowed now in the first half this year. And Eschman now to push. You can see a push from the Dolphins. Gothic Knights trying to clear. And now one on the foot of Leggett. She had 2 shots. That was a season high in the opener as Vargas starts it out. DePaule trying to go to Dioff. Can she get between 2? No. Nice job on the back end defensively. Batulis able to make a big-time play. The sophomore defender. That one kicked out wide for Eschman, and that is offside. And she's frustrated with the timing from her mids with the passes as she gets behind this back line, but they've been late with the pass, and it's allowed several offside calls. Shots are 5-1, NJCU. 3 of those on goal. They have all 3 corners. As Angelo Romano, my producer and director on play-by-play man, John Kelly Jr. Men undefeated this year. They'll be in action Saturday against Medgar Evers as they defeated Centenary College 4-1. So NJCU with a substitution, as Lynn Dominguez will step off. And Odalis Hernandez replacing her. As that looked like a handball from Leggett. Referee saw it. So a free kick now. And it'll be taken by Jetsi Lopez. 3 seasons she played at Cliffside Park High School. 2 first-team All-Leagues while she was there. Criminal justice major, wants to be a lawyer in her future. Into the penalty box area. Dioff, opportunity. And a great job by the Dolphin D to get that one out. Everywhere Dioff is, you cannot give her any space. As Casey Brown starting back now for the Dolphins, trying to cut this deficit down to 1. Brown, a darn good lacrosse player, 2 second-team all-conference in that area. Whistle not blown, and there's the offside flag, as that's been a common issue with the Dolphins here in the first half. So free kick to the Gothic Knights, 23-24 to go here in the first half. This ends a short 2-game homestand. Gothic Knights will go to Cedar Crest. They played last season. Cedar Crest put up one heck of a season for the women's squad. And that's CSAC, so that'll be a nice matchup. Penn State, Brandywine. Then they'll take on Lehman, who lost to College of Mount St. Vincent 3-0. We're coming back here to take on SUNY Purchase on the 18th. Now Laura Ford fires, but that was offside before the shot, so a free kick being awarded here. The College of Mount St. Vincent. NJCU a perfect 5-0 all-time against the Dolphins. This the 10th meeting. They lead the series 8-1. And it's amazing. They continue their dominance 50-8. They've outscored the Dolphins with 3 shutouts. Of course, it was 48-8 coming into this one. Dolphins trying to get within 1. Eschman, a darn good, talented forward. Just whole thing is the Dolphins need to set up the attack and wait. Eschman's been offside a few times. Now they'll move up. Free kick for Madison Schultz, a second-team All-Skyline from last year to let it fly. Was third last year in points with 8 and assists with 2. And the defender will uncork it. Brown heads ahead. Lee Sam thought about running towards it, but she'll let it go over the goal line. And that should be a goal kick for NJCU. And it will with 21:41 to go as Lee Sam, in last year, 2 double-digit save games. Faced a firing squad over those first 2 matches. 34 combined shots against FDU Florham and St. Joe's Long Island, who just had a Defensive Player of the Week and also an offensive player of the week in the Skyline. Julia Cintron Leonardo plays goalie, and of course, in that volleyball team there for Coach Pontefleck, they beat the Gothic Knights 6-2. And Nicole Kelly from Secaucus, New Jersey, comes in for Laura Ford. So Kelly, 5 shots on goal, was tied second, had 2 shots against St. Joe's, Long Island. Nice to see Coach Tuesta's squad get a few other players on the field. Missed handball.
The ref was complaining about the guy being on the sideline, but then I told him,
Tabale trying to go to Dioff. That one worked away.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll talk to him at halftime.
Physical work by Barry. She collided really tough with Genesis Torres. And a free kick now being awarded to the Gothic Knights. Both goals by Mayenzi Vargas. 100 career points. As Mayenzi, of course, now going to be third in school history. Of course, Jennifer Abuela and Julia Caceres, of course, holding the second and the first spot. Both talented players here during their time at NJCU. Grace Berry trying to work away, a second-team All-Skyline member, out of play. And a throw-in now coming from Jetsi Lopez. And we apologize in our mic for the father going a little wild here. We apologize for that swearing.
Language will be asked to leave the complex. Thank you.
And we apologize here in NJCU Gothic Vision for that little slip. 11th and 14th minute, Mayenzi Vargas with the 2 goals, 5-1 in shots, NJCU. Trying to make it 4 straight wins over the College of Mount St. Vincent. Dolphins trying to get something rolling. And a foul in the middle of the field. So a free kick award here to NJCU. The ball. Torres trying to work it up. Vargas up ahead. And a whistle. And offside against NJCU. So 18:41 to go, first half. And it'll be a free kick here for the Dolphins, College of Mount St. Vincent. Well, great job defensively, too, by NJCU. 2 20-shot games for the College of Mount St. Vincent. And they've just allowed them to 1 shot. So they've dictated the pace. One of those goals, a penalty kick goal. And Vargas, of course, scoring the opener in the 11th minute as it comes to the hands of Sam. And Cindy will hold it for a little longer. She was a varsity bowler for 3 years at Old Bridge High School. As Vargas to Dioff. Onside. Dioff works inside. Good defense. Excellent work by Lauren Vitelis on the back end. Did not let Dioff make the first move and go by, and that will result in a goal kick for the College of Mount St. Vincent. Perfect 2-0-1 coming in to this one off a 3-0 win against Lehman. Just 1 shot for them.
What's the question? Why does the clock
Now Vargas. Vargas trying to go for a sombrero. Nice job to hold the possession right into the middle. A shot on the way in. It is wide. As Vargas with a nice setup. And 6th shot for NJCU. Wide and a goal kick. Upcoming for the College of Mount St. Vincent. McCullough will let it fly. The Bale. Vargas trying to go for Dioff. Lopez, nice cut inside, fires right-footed, and that one scooped up by McCullough. So 6th NJCU shot, 7th actually. So 7 of the 8 shots by the Gothic Knights. McCullough big there in net to keep this one a game. As 16:22 to go here in the first half. Eschman Very creative player for the Dolphins. Can she get loose? Barry working on Torres. That one goes out of play. They say it touches Torres last, so Barry will throw it in. 30 career starts, her 32nd career game coming into this one. Her first career goal against Sarah Lawrence back in 2017. And now it comes to Vargas going for Dioff, and that one read by the back line of the Dolphins. Dioff so quick, so instinctive to know where that back line is. And you could set up a lot of plays with their long balls this year. It's going to help and open up the rest of the field when the Gothic Knights are on the attack. Casey Brown working on Carranza. Great job on Rosselli to knock that one out. And that one was off of her, but good defense working on Brown as Casey Brown will throw it in.
10 for 19.
3 points for Brown, a goal and an assist. Tied second coming in from Cotuina, New York. And she leaves it here for Leskowski.
Substitution for Mount St. Vincent entering the game is number 10, Veronica Sevevis, who replaces number 19,
So
Marin.
Lily Marin will step out. Sevevis will come in, the sophomore from Yonkers, New York, as the Dolphins trying to get within one late here in the first half. Nice breakup. Eschman was trying to get through. Great read by Uribe. Leggett lets that one go away. Manduhano couldn't get that one through. Comes in and then scooped up by Lee Sam. And she will punt away with 14:23 to go here in the first half. Mayenzi Vargas has reached 100 career points. She came in today with just 4 points away from hitting that. Scored in the 11th minute on a penalty kick in the 14th. And late here could probably make it a hat trick. Trying to find some space. To Lopez. Bang! What a setup from Vargas. The Jetsi Lopez, and she puts it in the back of the cage for the third NJCU goal.
Gothic Knight goal. Lopez, her second of the year for
So
the
Jancy Lopez getting her
NJCU
second goal of the
leads
season.
3-0.
And it's a 3-0 lead for the Gothic Knights as Mayenzi Vargas, her first assist of the season. Team leader last year with 6. Her 13th career assist, so nice day for Mayenzi. A 5-point afternoon. Got points 98, 100, and on that Jetsi Lopez goal, 101. And that's where we stand here. 31st minute, Lopez scores. And the Gothic Knights all over it here in the first half, leading 3-0 here on NJCU Gothic Vision. Angelo Romano pumped up. He's part of the men's team, my producer and director. As the Gothic Knights trying to go to 500 on the year. They'll go on the road for 3 straight after this one. Off a week off, in which they dominated Medgar Evers. And they've looked solid in this one, including Vargas. And the Dolphins just really not had any opportunities to really go after Lee Sam. But again, there's another 45 minutes in the second half. So trying to finish with some positive momentum going into that, and a goal would be a huge way to do it. Now they go on the counterattack as Casey Brown working on Carranza. Physically gets off her. Brown inside the 18. Carranza knocked it away from her. Loose ball. Empty net. Eschman trying to get it. Held up. No call. Now Eschman taken down, and we'll see what the call is. As 2 of the 8 College of Mount St. Vincent goals have been on penalty kicks. We had one already. It went to Mayenzi Vargas. That was her second goal today, so we'll see what the officials have to say. Clock will stop.
It's going to be a foul. Indirect kick. It's going to be indirect.
So we'll have an indirect kick. We will not have a penalty kick.
It's going to be a kick. It's a regular shot.
And it's going to be teed up by Naomi Huvera. So can
He was played back to the
the
keeper,
Dolphins
indirect kick.
get within 2? This would be huge for them. Got some big foots on this squad. Laskowski, one of them. She stands inside the 18. Huvera puts it to the middle. That one fired. Hungarian kick wide, and will be a goal kick. So that was a great chance for the Dolphins. That'll be, see if they scored for them as a shot. And it will, so that'll be their second shot. That was a good opportunity for them to get within 2. But it doesn't go down, so Lee Sam to kick away. As getting deep into this first half, 31st minute, Jetsi Lopez able to extend the NJCU advantage. Now in the last 2 first halves, they've outscored their opponents 12-0, had 9 first half goals in that 13-0 win against Medgar Evers. As Vargas working it wide, and Gothic Knights looking for more. Carranza, great breakup by Leggett. Left wing side. Leggett putting on the afterburners. Leggett into the attacking third. Leggett trying to tiptoe. Cross, and she fell down in the grass. And frustrated with herself, NJCU will look to counter. Carranza up for Kelly. In the middle to Vargas. Players with her. Estepale. Out for Torres. That broken up by Casey Brown.
Yep, I see her over there. Leslie.
On the foot it says Vivas. And then a whistle, NJCU. So a free kick for the Dolphins of the College of Mount St. Vincent. The 36th minute of this one. Ballooned in, kicked away by Carranza. Comes out for Mandujano. Leaves for Leggett. Kelly, great breakup, keeps it alive. Dioff trying to go to Kelly, too quick on that pass, so a throw in for the College of Mount St. Vincent. Leggett had 4 points last year. She was her throw-in. Dolphins trying to get a little closer. Brown alongside Torres. Brown into the attacking third. Casey Brown looking to cross. Brown gets by. Feeds Eschman, and that one sent away by Tapale. Too much thinking, and Lopez up to Dioff. Dioff, nice move on the ball. Vargas with her two. Here comes Arame Dioff. Dioff had that knocked away from her at the end and goes out of play. Who touched that last? They'll say the Dolphins. So 37th minute, and we'll have a throw-in and some substitutions as well for the Gothic Knights.
Substitution for the Gothic Knights. Entering the game, number 14, Leslie Cano.
So Leslie Cano will come in
Replacing number 28, Odalis
for Odalis Hernandez as Cano.
For Hernandez, substitution.
Plainfield, New Jersey. She has 4 brothers, had a goal last game against Medgar Evers, the criminal justice major who wants to be a police officer, stepping on. Enjoy the L-Bad to this NJCU lead of 3-0. As we have now hit the 38th minute. And a goal kick now for Cora Lynn McCullough from Oregon City, Oregon. And she'll fire away. Cano trying to get to it. Lopez, who had the 3rd goal today, trying to battle. Comes out for Kelly from Secaucus, New Jersey. As Carranza.
You have to ask the coaches.
Back to Paiva, who leaves it to Lee Sam, and the Gothic Knights will reset up their offense as Uribe for Genesis Torres. Uribe back to Torres. That one fired out of play, and a throw-in upcoming now for the Dolphins. just been held to 2 shots in this one. Great defense by the Gothic Knights. Dolphins had 24 goals for last year. Of course, they scored 4 in their opener against CCNY. The Gothic Knights have tightened it up. Didn't allow any shots to Medgar Evers in the last matchup, in which they won in dominating fashion. And another throw-in now for the Dolphins. Savivas from Yonkers, New York. Threw that off the head of Leggett. No, referee said that touched an NJCU player, so throw-in will stay third time around here for the Dolphins. Had an indirect kick just a while back and just could not get anything set up offensively to try to get within 2. As Vargas to Cano. Fires up ahead for Dioff, but that one read nicely on the back line. Dolphins have made an adjustment as Brown was not ready for that through ball, and it comes now to Torres for Jetsy Lopez. Back to Torres. Close to the 40th minute in this one. Mayenzi Vargas has made history, 100 career points. 2 goals for her today. Scored in the 11th minute. In the 14th minute, scored on a penalty kick goal. First one of the year for NJCU. And then Jetsy Lopez getting her second goal of the season, as Vargas assisting on that. So for Mayenzi, 5 points so far this weekend. And we're sure to see her do more. Other teammates, Carranza and Dioff, got honors this week as Dioff trying to go for goal number 3. Arame out to Lopez into the middle. Then comes the Vargas, kicked away, and McCullough just senses trouble, eats it up. And we will now approach minute number 40, and she will punt away. Her team down 3-0 in this one. Carranza has that one off the shoulder of Leggett. Tapale bombs that one long. Lopez trying to stride to it, but it's read by the back line of the Dolphins. And Vedulis. Can the Dolphins get something going? Gothic Knights have left the wings open, but in the middle have really tightened up. Not allowed the mids to get started, create anything for the Dolphins here in this first half. Savivas trying to go to Brown. Carranza, beautiful read, just booting that one away. Vargas senses a misplay, and here comes Mayenzi. 2-on-1, top of the 18, inside of it. Mayenzi trying to go for a third. Is there a hat trick? Yes, there is! Crowner the sombrero as NJCU now up 4-0 as Mayenzi Vargas with her third goal today. And the lead continues for NJCU.
Number 10, Mayenzi Vargas. Goal was unassisted.
So that goal will be unassisted, and Vargas now 5 goals.
With the hat trick, the Gothic Knights lead 4-0.
On the season, leads this team. Last year 13 and continuing to climb up the list.
Why do I sound louder in here than I do in Red Bull Arena?
So 45 career goals for her in 47 career games. Unbelievable career for the senior from North Bergen, New Jersey. And notching another hat trick, her 7th of her career. And it's been all NJCU. 13 first half goals in their last 2 games. Put that one in your game notes as a red-hot first half start. Vargas also getting the assist on Jetsy Lopez's second goal of the year, and that is where we stand. A dominant first half of play. 9 of the 11 shots by the Gothic Knights. And the Dolphins just been unable to get anything started offensively in this one, as Torres now on the throw-in. Close to approaching the 43rd minute of this one. Free kick being awarded to the Dolphins. Then it won't actually, there'll be a throw-in, so they re-switched that one. Barry to throw in. On the foot of Leggett, that one broken up nicely by Cano. To Vargas. Trying to go to Dioff. Arame Dioff. Such dangerous speed in the attacking third. Crosses, and hopefully that ball can settle down. It will. Great job by Dioff to take a little off of it as Kelly. And that one broken up by Savivas. Kelly back to it. To Carranza. Trying to go up for Cano. And that one sent out by the Dolphins. And Vitulis throwing for NJCU. In the 44th minute. So can NJCU get one more? Carranza out for Kelly in the attacking third. Crosses, Dioff, nice stop. Trying to get a shot off, out. Tapale shoots low. That one saved. What a play by Coraline McCullough. Just got a right paw on that one that directed it wide. And we'll have a corner in the 44th minute for NJCU. Nice job by McCullough to control her body and save that one.
That's a hell of a save, man.
That may be the best save I've ever seen on the field.
It's up there.
That one fired in on the corner. Carranza. That one kicked up in the air. Couldn't get a hold of it. Rosselli in the attacking third. Trying to cross, shanked one, and it'll be a goal kick.
1 minute remaining.
As just 1 minute remaining, so about close to the 45th minute. 54 seconds. We'll go from soccer terms to the regular scoreboard terms. 50 seconds to go. So Mayenzi Vargas getting her 7th career hat trick in this first half. 11 to the 13 shots coming from the Gothic Knights. Vargas reaching 100 points. That third goal adding to that total, as well as an assist. 7-point day for Vargas. 103 career points as 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Well played by Coach Tuesta's squad here at NJCU. A dominant first half. And off of almost a week without playing.
9.
Very sharp in this first half as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the first 45 of this one is completed. And the Gothic Knights with a dominant first half, and they'll go into halftime leading 4-0 here on NJCU Gothic Vision. So we'll step aside. In your screen, you can get the first half stats. We'll leave them there for you after the first 45. 4 for NJCU, none for the College of Mount St. Vincent here on NJCU Gothic Vision. So we're off with the second half action as Mayenzi Vargas with 3 shots, 2 of them on goal. Of course, a hat trick. One of those 3 goals, a penalty kick. 2 shots from DePaule. Lopez with a goal. Shot each from Dioff and Dominguez and Ford. As NJCU first half 11 to the 13 shots. Outshoots the Dolphins. Just 2 shots for them. A season low. And obviously now with the 4-0 lead, we see some other players come in as Eschman pushes that one and a save by Lee Sam. So her first and her 8th of the season. So Eschman with that shot. Of course, Hannah scored against Lehman. Comes off a season-high 5 shots in that game. Although she's just had trouble trying to break loose in this one. As the defense been very good here for this Gothic Knights squad. As they try to go to 500. Again, 3 straight wins they've had as Dioff onside in the attacking third. That one played out, and it will be a corner kick for NJCU, their 5th of this one. Gothic Knights had 4 of the 5 the last matchup. Team that's really feeling good this year. They've learned a lot from last year. Trying to win those close games. Also trying to get out to great starts. And today, another example of it. As Laura Ford came in the leader with 12 shots. Nice read and clear. But no, they're going to say that the Dolphins were out. So a throw in now for NJCU as Dominguez will let it fly. Assisted on one of the 3 Vargas goals today. Sabaya also on the field, as you see her in the screen, was battling top of the 18. Grace had 2 goals last game against Medgar Evers. One of the 4 players to score 2 goals in that game, as NJCU been dominant. And now with 18 goals on the season. Of course, they came into this one with 7 more goals in 3 games than a year ago. You can just see the difference in this squad. And they're going to continue to keep it on the accelerator. Put into the scoring area. Bang! Dominguez comes through with the 5th NJCU goal. And they lead bigger by 5. So Lynn Dominguez gets goal number 1 on the year. Her 3rd point today had an assist. As Woohoo, Blur, or as we call it, song number 2 by Blur always played with the goals. So Dominguez getting on the score sheet with a goal, had an assist earlier today. 14. We said coming in 13 first half goals, but now you look here, put it together, 18 goals over the past 2 games. 19 goals for this squad this year. Outstanding, just difference in offense as Brown had an empty net but could not put it home. And a goal kick upcoming.
Lead 5-0.
So 19 goals. Gothic Knights just 1 away from the 20 they had a year ago. And, of course, really when talking with head coach Tuesta said this midfield group, you look at it, Crystal Tapale, Jetsi Lopez, Mayenzi Vargas, Leslie Cano. They combine just so well technically, but just this team so much more diverse and so much more athletic, so many more different formations he could run. He said he may go a 4-4-2 or 4-5-1. And when you have options, makes it a lot more fun. And your top goal scorer, Vargas, makes life easier for her. And if the field continues to open up for her, that's why, you look at it, 13 goals last year, but she just had 1 in 8 NJAC games. So more or less, coaches just can't focus on number 10, Dioff, proving that they're going to have to look at number 6. And if the offense can play together, chance here to compete in the NJAC. Coach Tuesta would love a win as Eschman, top of the 18, inside of it to the right foot. Sam says no. So Lee Sam with 2 saves as Cindy going to punt it away. as NJCU in front here 5-0 on NJCU Gothic Vision. Angelo Romano, my producer and director. I'm play-by-play man John Kelly Jr. 1 o'clock Saturday, Mr. Romano will be out of his gym shorts and into soccer shorts as the men will take on Medgar Evers. Men 5-0 off a solid 4-1 win against Centenary College. And that one's scooped up by McCullough. And she will now boot away for the Dolphins. Brown heads it up. Uribe has a Dolphin pursuing her. Brown takes it away. Nice move by Casey Brown. Works it up further. Chance here for the Dolphins in the attacking third. Marin to the left foot and Lee Sam to Nizer. So 3 saves for Cindy Lee Sam, all here in the second half. She has 10 saves on the year. Faced a firing squad over those first 2 games. 34 shots she faced. And some easier saves today, but not falling asleep on her guard. Nice battle by Ford and Brown. And it comes out. Taken by Hoevera. Now out wide. Dolphins trying to get something going offensively. Been tough. They've just been unable to get possession. And when the Gothic Knights have, it's just been forgery of motion as Dominguez up ahead. Beautiful creation here for Dioff. Dioff in the penalty area. Dioff! Saved by McCullough. And great job on the back end defensively by the Dolphins. And it was Paulina Maduhano, who had 15 games last year. She was in, started 15 of them. Her 28th career start. Of course, Maduhano, part of that really solid lacrosse squad for College of Mount St. Vincent in the Skyline. Casey Brown, a teammate of hers. And she made a great play on Dioff, who just seems to be getting a lot of scoring opportunities. You just think eventually Arame is going to knock one down. Here she is again. Dioff trying to go to the foot. Cannot. Great defense by Vitulis. Saw some space, kicked it over the goal line. And we have a corner upcoming for NJCU. So this corner going to be taken by Laura Ford. She's a left-footed kicker, criminal justice major. Had 2 goals and assists in that win against Medgar Evers. Puts it on the bend. Loose ball, and no whistle, and it'll be cleared away. But not as far as Cano. Fires one from 20-plus yards out wide, and it'll be a goal kick for College of Mount St. Vincent, as it's been all Gothic Knights this afternoon. Game, of course, moved up an hour. Gothic Knights hosting College of Mount St. Vincent, was stuck in some traffic. Always tough coming down from the Bronx, where the home quarters are for the College of Mount St. Vincent. Team trying to compete in a very tough Skyline Conference this year. St. Joe's Long Island. Of course, Farmingdale State, a unanimous, Coach Roche, unanimous preseason favorite. Over 10 votes in that category. St. Joe's Brooklyn, their team trying to battle. But you look here with head coach Gebhardt, she's done a lot in just 2 years with the College of Mount St. Vincent, gotten them into the playoffs. Of course, year 1, we just mentioned Farmingdale State. They lost in the semis to them. And that was, of course, the eventual champion. And good build here and what Katie Gebhardt brings on the resume. 3 years as an assistant at Randolph-Macon, and, of course, at Stevens. Jeff Parker. It might be a battle to think, what is Jersey's team in D3? Jersey City's team's us, but Stevens, of course, they're at Castle Point, a very good program that Jeff Parker's built. So she brings a lot of experience, ability to recruit. And College of Mount St. Vincent in good hands. But today the Gothic Knights have just been all over them, and the Dolphins have been unable to get started at all. Of course, last year, 4-5-1 on the road. And the key, at least the non-conference play, and the key to getting yourself in good position is getting those road wins, as that started past too far by Grace Berry. And it'll be a throw-in now for NJCU.
It's a foul. 22 on. What's this over here? 9.
Gothic Knights 14-6 in shots. 9 of those 14 have been on net. They've had all 6 corners. And a good performance here for Coach Tuesta's squad as Sydney Lee Sam in the net. So they, again, as we saw, they started Kayla Briod in the last game they played, Meatontown, New Jersey. She only played 58-11 of that one, but enough there to get the win in the 45 minutes. And Lee Sam going to get the time here. She has not been pulled for some time for Briod as that one sent away by Leggett. Uribe getting tied up with Eshmond. And she takes down Brown. Official whistles. Fouled on NJCU. So Kathy Gutierrez, the McNair High School product from Jersey City, will be checking in. Of course, last year against Medgar Evers, she tied a single-game school record with 4 assists. 4 years for John Hughes at McNair Academy High School. Wants to be a nurse, a biology major. She will step in on the substitution. Uribe sends that one away from the 18. Lopez trying to get to it. She has one of the 5 goals. As Dioff taken down. Dominguez, Lopez, of course, 3 goals by Mayenzi Vargas, who got her 100th career point here today. And Dioff trying to make a goal number 6. But that one broken up by Mandujano, and she bumps it wide. Cano in the attacking third, looking the cross, and they call a foul on NJCU. So free kick upcoming for the Dolphins of the College of Mount St. Vincent. NJCU after this one will go on the road, Cedar Crest, Penn State Brandywine, and Lehman for taking on Purchase here on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Purchase also in that Skyline Conference. Conference play begins Saturday, September 21st. Ramapo, which was a rather competitive game last year, one that Coach Tuesta would like to win, one that Cindy Lee Sam had 12 saves in. 85.7% save percentage. And hopefully looking to win that one. That will be the opener. TCNJ, the favorite in this conference. And a good start so far this year for Coach Tuesta's squad. Back-to-back wins would be excellent. If they could split a couple on the road, it would be good tests here. Cedar Crest, a good program. All coming up next year, as it's been all Gothic Knights today. History made by Mayenzi Vargas in that first half with a hat trick. One of those 3 goals, a penalty kick goal in the 14th minute. Now Leggett starts up. Fires for Mandujano, getting it out wide. Here comes Grace Berry. Trying to go by Ford. Nice read by Laura. Goes to the left foot, trying to connect with Lopez. Good header up ahead. Can the ball stay in? No, can't get the bounce, the hold. Throw in for the Dolphins. Dominguez able to read that one. We'll have another substitution coming in for NJCU. So, chance here for some players to get some playing time as
3 for 6.
and Thomas will be coming in. Forward from Orange, New Jersey, health sciences major, and Dioff will come off. So Arami Dioff, good day today. Didn't get a goal, but she'll step off. As Dioff, creative, she's going to get a lot of opportunities. Came in with 2 goals today and had several opportunities. As Dioff, just a shot today. 3 by Dominguez, 3 by Vargas, 2 apiece from Tapale and Lopez. And one from Lopez went in as that one foul on the Dolphins. Uribe taken down, and a free kick now coming from Ford. In the 59th minute, and Dominguez trying to go up for Lopez. Barry shielding off Lopez. Now she has it in the attacking third. Nice ball for Dominguez. Back to Lopez, and a breakup at the end by Leggett. Good read. She's got to clear it away. Puts a left foot to it. And now starting out are the Dolphins. Eschman trying to go up ahead. Good read by Uribe. Gets it out for Carranza. Conference Defensive Player of the Week. Works it for Kelly. To Cano. Trying to get it up for Thomas. Comes back out for Cano. 60th minute of this one. 4 first half goals by the Gothic Knights. Dominguez coming through with her first goal of the season in the second half. That is the only one we've had. As Gothic Knights now getting closer and closer to back-to-back wins. Opened their season on the road this year for the first two against St. Joe's Long Island and FDU Florham. Purchase will end the non-conference play here next week on the 18th. Canal trying to go up ahead. There's a Dolphin hurt on the field. Savivas. And we'll just step aside while they tend to her. As 61st minute, all Gothic Knights. They lead 5-0 here on NJCU Gothic Vision. And out of the injury timeout, Mondahanu will push ahead. Dolphins trying to get something as Carranza sends that one away. So it'll be a throw-in for the Dolphins at the College of Mount St. Vincent. Headed to Cano, puts it on her right foot wide, and Savivas is okay, handles it and goes on her back line with that feed. Lopez, nice takeaway to Ford. Left foot's one further up. Gutierrez trying to track it down. Worked away by Vitulis. Vitulis been great on that back line. She's had the shadow D-off all day. Of course, that's opened up Vargas. It's a 2-0-1 squad for the Dolphins, so fall here to 2-1-1 today. But Vitulis, a young back line again. 3 freshmen from last year got all Skyline honors. It's a young team and talented team. But today they've run into a NJCU squad that has found another offensive weapon. That was just the key to what they could get. D-off just one shot today, but her presence and her ability to draw defenders has opened it up for everybody else. Now Casey Brown, could she tote it on the back line? Can't. Goal kick now upcoming for NJCU. So College of Mount St. Vincent will go home to take on Gwynedd Mercy this Saturday. They open up conference play against Sarah Lawrence Wednesday, September 25th. As Casey Brown will step off. So a substitution now coming in for the College of Mount St. Vincent. Foul on NJCU.
Substitution into the game for Mount St. Vincent is number 18, Georgina Perdomo, replacing number 11, Casey Brown.
So Georgina Perdomo will come in as Casey Brown going to step out, and Lee Sam puts a right foot to that one. Goes over the head of Barry, and that one out of play. Quick throw in now by NJCU. Dominguez fires that one up looking for Thomas. Leggett. That one stolen by Kelly. Good effort. Manduhana able to control, pushing it wide. Kelly pursuing. Left-footed into the middle. Tapale steals. Kelly plays it off Mandahanu. Shouldered down by Cano. Cano taken down. Foul should be whistled against the Dolphins. As Cano going to get back up. Leslie had a goal last game, Plainfield product on D, and actually they're going to call it against Gothic Knights on the foul. So free kick for the Dolphins of the College of Mount St. Vincent. Uribe has that one. Eschman pushes it further. An opportunity. Lee Sam out. That one fired, and she makes a big-time save. And hands up there by Lily Marin. Said, what can I do? As Lee Sam has come down here in this second half and has made 4 saves. And the Dolphins just cannot get by her. As Barry now to throw in. 2017 season had a career best 12 shots, 8 points, 4 assists during that 2017 season. That's really when Coach Gebhardt had turned things around. Just 1 year, amazing the type of heights she took this program to. And for NJCU, very similar. You look here, head coach Anthony Tuesta, 4th season. Both coaches making an impact, of course, trying to change the program's culture. You can see on both sides that is definitely prevalent. And then, of course, once you've changed it, once you get the players, the key is just putting games away and getting wins in conference play. Farmingdale State, the top team in the Skyline, while TCNJ, the preseason favorite in the NJAC. These teams trying to compete, have the players to do it. Hope that can happen this year. As that one kicked in the Lee Sam, and she'll just punch away as the clock running away here from the Dolphins of the College of Mount St. Vincent. Long punt by Lee Sam. Lopez. Barry watching her. To Dominguez, top of the 18. Back out to Jetsi Lopez. Lopez fired that one off of Batulis, and that was kicked off a hand of Gutierrez. Handball, and it will be a free kick for the Dolphins in the 67th minute. So Mayenzi Vargas getting her 100th career point. Nice day for Mayenzi. 7 points today. It's now 103 career points, 3rd in school history in that category. I believe with 45 goals in 48 games for the senior from North Bergen. An outstanding day. Now, if you look at the presence of what Dioff does, the freshman from Weehawken, New Jersey, could be another really good season for her as a senior. Hopefully with an NJAC win as Batulis puts it out wide. Mandahano trying to start a counterattack, trying to get something going for the Dolphins. As that one able to hold the line. And then kicked over the goal line by Perdomo. So it'll be a goal kick for NJCU. They'll bring in 3 substitutions, and we'll get them to you. Corners are 6-0 NJCU, 14-7 in shots. 9 of those on goal. 5 goals today for them. So that's 18 in the last 2 games. 3 different goal scorers. Had 6 the previous matchup. So getting a balanced array of scoring.
Substitutions for the Gothic Knights. 3 substitutions now in the game. Number 28, Odalis Hernandez. Number 19, Berenice Bonilla. And number 16.
So Odalis Hernandez, Berenice Bonilla, and
Number 11,
Karina Torres will come in now for NJCU.
And number 31, Nicole Kelly.
So Nicole Kelly, Leslie Cano going to step off.
Making her debut, she just joined the team.
And Bonilla, of course, her first action, just joined this team. So she's able to step in. Union City product at HCIAL, a very good high school conference here. Memorial, North Bergen. very good programs, tough teams. And, of course, that's really where NJCU looks to recruit. A lot of talent in that conference. That's why they've been able to put it all together. And we'll have our first corner, 7th total of the match. And Perdomo didn't know who was going to take it, whether it be her or Leggett. Now Leggett going to come over to do it. Julia had 2 assists last year. She has 3 on her career. Junior from Monroe, New York, trying to break this shutout. The 69th minute sends it low. That one off of Carranza, rolled in the cage as Lily Marin off that bounce puts a left foot to it. Shutout ended, and the first goal today by the College of Mount St. Vincent. So Lily Marin, some positivity here for the Dolphins, getting their 3rd second-half goal this year. This in the 70th minute. It's unassisted as it came on a loose ball. And the 5-goal lead down to 4. So tough here. Lee Sam was looking for a shutout. That denied. Now Casey Brown, could she get 2? Inside the 18. Works back to Eschman. A right-footed shot put wide as Marin was trying to go for another one, but could not knock down. And that, of course, the 4th shot for Marin, leading all shooters today. And that one, her 3rd on goal. And that is the Dolphins' first goal today. As I'm joined alongside Angelo Romano, my producer and director, on play-by-play man John Kelly Jr. Gothic Knights inches away here from going 2-2 on the year. As Grace Berry will have a chance here for the throw-in. Connects now with Vitulis. Great job, the sophomore, on that back line. Prevented some big-time opportunities as Arame Dioff, her speed, whenever the ball's in the midfield, you're going to have to really account for her and how she can run and track down the ball. Something that was a big-time strength Coach Tuesta said of her game is Ania Thomas now to Dominguez. One of the 3 different goal scorers today, Jetsi Lopez the other one, and Dominguez throwing Savivas off. So a foul against her and a free kick now for the College of Mount St. Vincent. 72nd minute.
They say 19's on the bench right now.
So free kick upcoming now for Tapale.
I have to go back and review the school.
Of course, Crystal had a career high last year, 93 minutes played against Rutgers Newark. Her first career goal was against York, second against Cedar Crest. And a foul here on the Dolphins. They're upset with that. Leggett not happy. Of course, Cedar Crest the next opponent for NJCU. Both teams met last year here at Robert L. McNulty Field, part of a 3-game road trip for NJCU. Lehman will close it out 11 a.m. on Sunday, September 15th. So a free kick now for NJCU is Tapale for it. A wall made around. A wall made check that in front of her by the Dolphins. 2 career goals for Crystal. Fires for a third, no dice. As McCullough with the save. And it'll be punted away here in the 73rd minute. McCullough, a 5-save day. So she had 5, McCullough, against CNY. 4 saves for Cindy Lee Sam. And all Gothic Knights. Lily Marin able to score at least for the Dolphins, break the shutout, 70th minute. That was our last goal. 14 of the 21 shots taken by the Gothic Knights. They've dominated a 4-0 first half. 3 goals from Mayenzi Vargas, getting her 100th career point. Other goal by Jetsi Lopez in the 31st minute. Then Dominguez getting her first goal of the season early here in the second half. And then in the 70th minute, the shutout broken by Lily Marin. Barry. As Dominguez had that broken up to the foot of Leggett to the near side. Leskowski trying to work that up, and Uribe looked like she was taken down. Foul against the Dolphins. 74th minute. So a free kick by Ford. Leggett sends back ahead. Lee Sam will now hold it and punt away again. 4 saves for her today. 4-9 career record, looking for career win number 5 as Thomas gets fouled. So it'll be a free kick for College of Mount St. Vincent. I'll check that for NJCU. Tapale working it up. Gutierrez trying to track it down. Gets by one in the attacking third. And taken away by Mandahanu at the end, and she puts it wide. Off the feet of Carranza. Working it out for Delis Hernandez. Nice work by Hernandez. Put it off of Dominguez. Was trying to go wide. Dominguez trying to trap it. Thomas. Gutierrez trying to get it away. Leggett able to work it wide.
Goal was scored by number 19.
And she will look to send away, get an attack going. Going for Casey Brown. Brown is onside. Battling with Tapale. Casey Brown. Brown getting inside the 18 to the right foot. Now stopped on her left. Goes out. Eschman fires but balloons it over the cage. 8th shot, not on goal, but it will be registered for the College of Mount St. Vincent. And we'll have substitutions and a goal kick for the Gothic Knights of NJCU.
And 5 for 2. 11 for 5 and 5 for 2.
About to hit the 77th minute. So Thomas limping. Referee going to give a break. 15 seconds been added to the clock.
They're adding minutes or seconds.
No. 18's in for whoever is injured.
So Thomas comes out, and Amy Soto will come in from Cliffside Park, New Jersey, hometown of James Gandolfini from The Sopranos. Same hometown as my producer and director, Angelo Romano. I'm John Kelly Jr. Been all NJCU today. 5 goals. Women have now scored 18 in the last 2. Dominant first halves. Of course, Cedar Crest, a darn good program. Going to give them a challenge in a couple of days. Penn State Brandywine. And then they'll finish up with Lehman on a 3-game road trip. But here at home, winning their first 2 of 2019 to get to 2-2. As Amy Soto will check in, 77th minute. Here's Casey Brown. She scored on a penalty kick last game against Lehman. Taken down inside the 18, and a free kick will be awarded to the Dolphins. The referee will set things up. Dolphins now with 9 goals this year. Had a tough day today. NJCU came out firing. So Huvera will take this free kick. Season high 3 shots in the opener against CCNY. She has 5 this year. Balloons it in. Lee Sam with a nice save. So make that 5 saves for Cindy. On that free kick, able to punch it away. Dolphins still looking for more. Brown had that trapped in her legs, couldn't hold it. Lopez pushes up. For Rodelis Hernandez. Hernandez, one-on-one with Huvera. The far Texas product threw it away to Gutierrez, gets it back. Gutierrez looking for a goal. Gutierrez trying to get inside the 18. Rodelis, nice defense, great play by the sophomore defender, and Lauren will now work it out. And it was stolen by Gutierrez and kicked out, and it'll be a throw-in for the Dolphins. Lauren Vetulis has been excellent in that back line. So many opportunities for NJCU. They look like they have life right there in the 18, getting inside the penalty box, but Vetulis has been on top of their forwards and has stopped them from doing any more damage in this one. 78th minute, as at offside, as a little too far ahead was Karina Torres away from that back line of the Dolphins, so offside called, 78th minute. And it'll be a free kick for the Dolphins of the College of Mount St. Vincent. So Cora Lynn McCullough will send away. Gwynedd Mercy at home on Saturday. That awaits this Dolphins squad. Began the season 2-0-1. They had a tie with West Connecticut in their third game. And Perdomo fires over the cage as she came off of a tough defensive play, couldn't get her balance. And the 11th shot fired by College of Mount St. Vincent, although Perdomo was hoping it was a better one. As Gutierrez will come out. And we'll see more action from Grace Sabaya, the Jersey City product, played at Dickinson High School. So Sabaya, of course, with a 2-goal game against Medgar Evers, freshman from Plainfield, New Jersey. One of 6 here on this roster. Again, 6 seniors departed last year's Gothic Knights squad. 5 of those 6 played significant time in the 2018-2019 season, including both Carbonaro sisters. And the back line been stout today. These youngsters have stepped up. And, of course, the veteran Vargas getting 100 career points today, but also nice chip-ins from Lynn Dominguez and Jetsi Lopez. So the 2 youngsters coming up with goals, 3 different goal scorers. And if NJCU can get that production, they have a good chance of competing in the NJAC this year, as we think that might have hit an NJCU player. It did, as Matahanu was trying to move further down the goal line. So corner kick upcoming for the College of Mount St. Vincent. In the 80th minute now. That one sent in low. Kicked out by Uribe. Fired by Barry, and too much sauce on that one over the cage. 81st minute, and it'll be a goal kick for NJCU. So Cindy Lee Sam, of course, a 3-year bowler. Played a year for Robert Lazzi at Old Bridge High School. Same high school as one of our producers and directors, a good pitcher in Paul Tanaselli. And she will send away here on the goal kick for NJCU. Torres tried to get that on her foot, could not control. Uribe sends near side and out. Barry with the throw-in. Of course, Barry in that midfield. The junior was an all-Skyline selection last year. 3 of those returning. As Christina Britton, we have not seen today. She's really the offensive fire starter for this squad. Had 2 goals against CCNY. Haven't seen her today. Casey Brown. To Eschman. That broken up. Eschman battling. Good job to clear that by Odelis Hernandez. He comes to the foot of Leggett. 83rd minute. NJCU by 4 goals in this one. 4 in the first half. Got a 5-0 as Lynn Dominguez with their 5th goal. Lily Marin got her first goal of the year to get this within 4. Much better second half by the Dolphins. And a foul here against NJCU. So Rivera will signal. Shooter here on the free kick. Fires that one. And it'll be scooped up by Lee Sam. So Rivera couldn't get any more. Great defense, too, today by NJCU. Getting 12 shots allowed today, but in that first half, Dolphins were really held under that as Sabaya fires with the right foot, just wide. As Grace Sabaya, the Plainfield native, trying to get her 3rd goal of the year, just missed on that shot. It'll be a goal kick for Cora Lynn McCullough.
This is what you put. Come on now.
Seeing some fans here in the stands. Angelo Romano, my producer and director, on play-by-play man John Kelly Jr. And yeah, very couple of fans in here today. We were supposed to start at 3 p.m. Start pushed up an hour because Dolphins got stuck in some traffic. Despite coming from the Bronx, you look at that area where there's so much traffic. Hey, coming in Jersey City, we're no spring chicken either. Including trying to get on 440. And the Dolphins, despite the late arrival, same time, struggled in that first half here today and allowed the offense of NJCU to get through them. And be a goal kick for Lee Sam. As she will boot that one away. So Cedar Crest will be the next matchup for NJCU, 85th minute. Part of a 3-game road trip for Coach Tuesta's squad. Penn State Brandywine. And Lehman, who actually was beaten 3-0 by this College of Mount St. Vincent squad. And then, of course, they'll be home to take on SUNY Purchase. So for Coach Tuesta's squad, a chance to go back on the road, get some road wins. Lost 6-2 and 9-0 in their previous 2 road games, the FDU Florham and St. Joe's Long Island, another Skyline opponent. 3 on the schedule this year. Purchase will close it out. As Sabaya had that one picked off by Barry. Here's Odelis Hernandez. Puts a right foot to it. Could not connect with Amy Soto. And Leggett now back to field. 86th minute of this one. Leggett. That one headed up by Zavivas. Now Rivera. Had that taken away by Lopez. Odelis Hernandez trying to work further. Good work there by Leskowski. And then up here for Brown. Lee Sam kicks that one away. And Zavivas on it. Zavivas trying to push Lee Sam some space to get back towards the net. Perdomo. The Zavivas, can she keep it in play? It will sit here in this thick grass at NJCU. It's Zavivas taken down, attacking third. So a free kick upcoming. And we'll have a free kick here for College of Mount St. Vincent as we're about to approach the 88th minute of this one. So Yuri Brutus, one of our former basketball players on the camera. Angelo Romano is your producer and director of this one. As Perdomo flies that one in. Score! Wow! As Perdomo rainbowed that one in, Lee Sam did not have a chance. And the second Dolphin goal, and it comes in the 88th minute. So nice shot by Perdomo, her second goal of the season. So that ties her first with Christina Britton. sophomore from Danbury, Connecticut, who we did not see in this matchup today. She's the offensive fire starter for this squad. The first T-ball Skyline, not here today. Team leader for last year with 8 goals. And Perdomo.
With their subs?
Oh no, he's asking who's on the.
So correction on the goal. Thought it was Perdomo, but Mandahano scored that one. So Paulina Mandahano will come through with the goal. It was not Perdomo. So second goal for the Dolphins today. And it was in the 88th minute as Mandahano able to get a goal here in the 88th minute. So Dolphins have something to work with as they'll go home to take on Gwynedd Mercy. And maybe more as Lee Samuel will kick that one away from Marin as we are closing in. As there'll be a throw-in for NJCU. So we'll be here getting very close here, 89th minute.
1 minute remaining in the
And
second
now we will
half.
switch back to the regular time. So 57 seconds to go. So 2 goals by College of Out St. Vincent back-to-back. And maybe could be a third as Brown taken down. But good job there on the pursuit by Lee Sam. Can't really call that a takedown. She scoops it up. 42 seconds to go. And Lee Sam now to Sabaya. Take it away, and it's Hoovera. 28 seconds to go. Pass up ahead. Here's Marin. Marin trying to come away. She has a goal here today. Push down, foul called. So it'll be a free kick. 17 seconds to go. Special thanks to Daniel Federico at College of Mount St. Vincent. Want to tell him, the sports information director, for getting us prepared for the College of Mount St. Vincent. Special thanks to our SID Ira Thor for getting us prepared as 3, 2, 1. And that is it as the women's soccer team has begun their homestand here, 2-0, as the NJCU Gothic Knights win 5-2 and now are 2-2 on the year. And history made here is Manzi Vargas getting her 100th career point. She finishes with a 7-point afternoon. Other goals by Lynn Dominguez and Jetsi Lopez, and the Mount St. Vincent goals by Mandahano and Lily Marin. So that is all here. 5-2. Gothic Knights to 2-2 on the year. They go to 2-0 here at home, and for the 4th straight time defeat the College of Mount St. Vincent in this 10th meeting between both of these squads. For Yuri Brutus, my cameraman, your producer and director, Angelo Romano, I'm John Kelly Jr. Women win over College of Mount St. Vincent. Have a nice afternoon, Gothic Knight fans.